Hi everyone, good day. Today, I'm going to show us an automation that I built for a logistic dispatch and shipment update. So this is going to be phase one, where we are going to take the data that we save on our email, and then we try to extract the details of the shipment details and the logistics, and then we give feedback. Either we draft a human review based on what the cloud confidence score or the open agent confidence score give that particular extraction, and if the confidence score is low, we are going to draft a human review so that a particular one of the team members can review it and then give feedback. But if the confidence score is very good, we are going to process that and continue with the flow. So here is how we are going to here is how the flow is going to start. So here we start with our trigger. Here by the trigger we have our Gmail account. Here we are watching every hour, and max poll is 10 times. That is, for each poll is going to be 10 times. And then we are downloading the attachment for any file that is being sent, for any email or logistics department email that is being sent to the company email. So once that comes in, we are going to go to this format. We are going to use the set field to format our data. So this is to get the data that was sent through the email. So once we get that structured, we have our attachment that was sent and also JSON. Then we go through we use the if statement. This if statement is going to check some condition, some criterias in that email to check if it contains tracking, pod, delivery, delayed, and bowl or shipment. So it's going to check this couple of conditions to dictate the kind of email that was sent. Then after that, if it's true, it's going to check if that particular email has a PDF attachment. If it has, it's going to download. If it does not have, it's not going to do anything. You should just go to the email here to analyze the shipment details. Here we are sending the shipment details, and here we give it a system message, the structure that we want, the rules, the guardrails, and all of that. So it's going to use the AI, the OpenAI agent, with chat model, the Groq chat model, and our structured output to do that. Then once it does that, then we have our code that is going to validate and normalize our data. And if that is the case, it's going to search the record to see if that particular record already exists in the database. Airtable is our database, and also our CRM that was used in this automation. And then if it exists, it's going to check. If it does not exist, it's going to create a new shipment details and also create a log for that particular detail. If it exists, it's going to create a forward only data. So basically this code is to disallow any status from going backward. Let's say a particular shipment has been delivered, this disallow it from going back to in transit, whereas that particular shipment has been delivered. So this particular code here is going to disallow that particular operation from going backward. So that is why we have our forward only. So it's going to move from pickup to transit to out for delivered, not backward. So that is what this code is doing exactly. Then after that, we update our shipment details, and then we update the run log. So now if there is a PDF, we are going to use our Google Driver upload file. The operation is going to be upload. So we want to use our upload, and then the operation is upload. The data name is attachment 0, which is this, and then we have our file name that we want to save to it, and then we have our drive, the parent drive, then the parent folder where we want to save the file, the shipment file that was attached to the email. And after that, we extract the file from here. We extract the file. So once we extract it, we get the text. So this is the text in the file, and then we check here if the extracted PDF text is empty or not. So if it's empty, which is false, we are going to empty here. If it's empty, that's true, it's going to come to this place. Here we might want to use, we have an OCR HTTP request that we might want to use. We can decide to use that. Let me just bring this here. So we can decide to use OCR the image to get the details. In a case whereby the document that was sent is a photographed or a scanned PDF, whereby it's very hard to get the text from it. So we're going to use this OCR to get the text, and then we use our set field to set the field correctly. And after we've done that, we then pass that to AI. So this is more like an condition. If there is PDF, if there is no PDF, it goes to this branch, and if there is PDF, it's going to this branch. And here is if the text that was extracted from the file is there is no text, it's going to go to the OCR, and if the text is not empty, then it's going to come to this place. So once it comes to this place, it uses the analyze shipment data, the OpenAI agent. He uses the code, validate and normalize. Then he checks the confidence score. So this confidence score is to know if we are going to flag it for a review or we are going to create a shipment details for it. So if the confidence score is here, and let's say the confidence score we get is 0 point, or let's say 0.1, then that means the confidence score is low. Then we are going to create a shipment and flag for a review. Then we send an email to the operation team that what this particular shipment details need a review. And if not, we search that record. If it exists, we basically update the details. And if it does not exist, but create a new shipment, and then we create a new logs. So basically that's how this workflow works. And here is our Airtable. Currently we don't have any data, and here is our drive. Here's my drive. Sorry, let me just go here. So here is our shipment drive. So I'm going to delete all to be able to select one. So here is our shipment source file, and these are the shipment details that already been downloaded from the email that was gotten from the email shipment that was sent to the company. So once they get the email, it's going to download to this folder on Google Drive here. So I'm going to go to this place now. I'm going to test. Let me go to my Gmail. Go to my Gmail to see if there is no. Okay. So I'm going to run this now. So I'm going to execute. So here, because data does not exist before, that is why it's creating a new shipment details, and it creates the log for that. So if you go to our data, so here is the shipment details and here is the log. So basically this log is to tell us that okay, this shipment that comes in was just newly created, and this is this particular shipment details was created. And if it is update, it's going to create another log and put the action as what updated. So here is just to keep track of how this particular shipment details was moved from the process in the file. So basically that's how this automation system goes. And why we're able to get this email triggered is because we have sent an email here that has the attachment and the details of this email shipment. So once I just execute this workflow, it's going to pick it up and execute the whole operation. So here is just when I'm testing, but when this particular operation is deployed, you don't have to execute any workflow. It just triggers once it gets a new email, and it's going to check if this particular email is shipment details or any details that involve logistics or shipment details. That is how this workflow works. We understood what I've explained. Drop in the comment section if you have any question. Thank you very much, and bye.